All right, I'm here with Judy Wright. She's the owner and artist for SQ Customs, and this season she is pairing with the Indiana Fever to create custom sneakers that the Fever will then auction off and use for charity. So Judy, first I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything that you're doing for the Fever, and I just want to learn a little bit about you. How did you start with SQ Customs?
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for reaching out for this opportunity. I appreciate it. So it's kind of a happenstance kind of situation. I grew up playing basketball, super into sneakers, Jordans, everybody wanted to have the Jordans. So I grew up a sneakerhead. I was a basketball player. I played high school, college, played overseas for some time. And I had just happened to be selling some old sneakers one day. And a guy reached out to me and, he wanted to buy them. When I met him to drop all the sneakers, we just sat and we chatted about sneakers and customizing, and it was really interesting, and then he connected me to places where I can get paint and stuff. And I got a little starter set and just started from there.
Were you an artist before? Did you have, were you a painter before?
So when I was a kid, I was really artistic. I used to draw all the time. And then I got into basketball and just it kind of consumed my life. And, one track mind, kids are kind of, kids can be kind of one track minded. So I got away from art. I'd still dabble here and there, but it was definitely, kind of way in the back of my mind. And so it was kind of rediscovering a passion that I had when I was a kid. So it was really interesting.
So why was it important for you to be involved and to donate your time?
Well, I mean, obviously with everything going on right now and, just constantly seeing everything that's going on, every day you're seeing people who look like you being marginalized, being murdered. You want to find a way to give back. You want to find a way to feel like you're part of the change. And, I've been, I live in Oregon, so I've been in Portland, at the protests, seeing everything that goes on. And you just want to find a way to kind of feel like you are doing your part. And so, earlier, right after, George Floyd was murdered, I did a custom piece and I put it up for bidding and for a raffle, and I donated it to a local, social justice group here in Portland. And, so, I just want to keep finding ways to make sure that, I'm able to give back, whether it be me creating art and selling t-shirts and donating those proceeds, or, I always want to make sure that I'm using my platform to do my part, because it's going to take, everybody really holding up their end of the bargain for things to actually change. So when you reached out to me, when Natalie reached out to me, it was this is a huge project to take on, but it's important.
Yeah, and I think it's hard because there are some people who they can't go to protests, they can't get there, they're scared to go and protest, but you still want to have an impact, and you do it by impacting your little circle, and people can bid on the shoes and give their money and to go to some of the larger organizations that are able to make change, so that there are ways that people can make change, but even if they're not out in the streets protesting. And I think that I know that you're out protesting as well, but then donating your time that you have very little of, but giving that time and to help, I think it's awesome, and it's really inspiring for other people to see that, like I said, there are ways that you can make a change, even if it's just something as small as that, as using your talent that you have, your God-given talent that you have then cultivated. And so I think that's really great that you've been doing this, and I know it's been, I'm sure, not an easy task, but it's very appreciated. So if someone wants to support you as an artist or get a pair of shoes, where can they reach out to you? How can they get in touch with you?
So you can reach out to me basically any social media. It's SQ Customs on SQ_Customs on Instagram, SQ_Customs on Twitter, SQ Customs on Facebook, and then you can just go directly to my website, which is sqcustoms.com. So you can pretty much find me anywhere. Any platform, I'm there somewhere.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for everything that you're doing for the Fever and everything that you're doing to help make a change in the world. And we appreciate having you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.